And what's the motherfucking deal, YouTube? This your boy, Coach Dante, in the motherfucking building with you guys again with another video, man. Another grind video again. Shout out to everybody for the love, support, man. That I'm getting on these prediction videos, trying to get these prediction videos on out there, man, for you guys, man. I'm giving every team, I do this every single year, my prediction videos of each team in the NFL. We are on the AFC North. I did the Baltimore Ravens. If you guys could go check those videos out, what I predicted the Baltimore Ravens season this year. And we are now on the Cleveland Browns for this prediction video. Now, it's a lot of things that can go wrong with this season. You have a potential of Deshaun Watson getting suspended from 7 to 10 games. But again, I'm just going to go by the suspension. I'm just going to assume he's going to get suspended. He's not going to play day one. And I'm going to just throw Baker Mayfield into the trust right here. Baker Mayfield is clearly disgruntled. He doesn't want to be a part of the Browns because they went out and got a Deshaun Watson, a transcendent superstar who's a top 5 quarterback when he's playing football. Definitely. But again, they had a lot of turmoil. They did one thing. They did beat the Bengals twice. Joe Burrow. I mean, you have Baker Mayfield's 2-0 against Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's never beaten them. So they have this running game within Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. They have respectable wide receivers. They did trade for Amari Cooper, so they got better with Amari Cooper and Donovan Peoples-Jones. Who I don't think it's a bad wide receiving core at all. They do got a very good tight end that they can rely on. So they do got some pieces on that offensive side of the ball. Defensive side of the ball, average last year. They do got Ward, one of the top corners in the game, and Myles Garrett, who's just a freak of nature. Oh my fucking God. I know Justin Fields is not happy. Is happy not to see that down man again, the way he terrorized them last year. But again, their notable pickup, I mean, like I say, Amari Cooper helping out that receiver position, getting him from Dallas. Then you go to the draft picks. Man, I love their draft picks. They had an okay draft, pretty much. I love the David Emerson pick. A tall cornerback. He's going to be pretty solid. I like David Bell. David Bell got picked in the 3rd round at pick 35. Is going to give him some depth at that receiver position. Michael Woods in the 6th round from Oklahoma. They got defensive end Isaiah Thomas from Oklahoma. They also got Perion Winfrey. So they got 3 Oklahoma guys, man, that has played on the same team. They also got defensive end Alex Wright as well. So this team stacked up pretty. This team had a pretty good draft as well. So again, they freed cap space to grab Deshaun Watson to pay him, and Deshaun Watson got a big paycheck. But again, I'm gonna predict the schedule, assuming if Deshaun Watson's not gonna play the first 7 games, but then after the first 7 to 10 games. So I'm going to be safe, and I'm going to go 10 games. I'm going to go 10 games right here. So I'm predicting the first 10 without Watson, and the next 10 I'm going to put Watson in the equation, assuming if he's not suspended a whole year. So I'm going to assume a suspension is going to come within the first 10 games, and then I'm going to go to probably the next 8 games and then do it with Deshaun Watson that's there. So, just in case he does have a chance to come back. So I'm going to go with the first 10, and I'm going to go with the next 8 with him in the lineup. So that's the way I'm going to predict. But let's go to the team stats. Let's go to the stats, player stats. And we're going to go to the team stats, and we're going to get right into the Cleveland Browns schedule. Cleveland Browns finished 8-9. They were the 3rd team in the division. They over Baltimore because they beat Baltimore twice. So let's Baker Mayfield, 3,000 yards passing. 14 games for Baker Mayfield, played hurt all season long. He with a torn rotator cuff. He been had his shoulder torn up since week 2 against my Houston Texans. He had that torn up, but he played through it all year. 17 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, sacked 43 times, quarterback rating of 83.1. Case Keenum did play 7 games, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He did play 7 games. The leading rusher was Nick Chubb, 11 over 1,000 yards. Donovan Peoples-Jones was the leading wide receiver at 597. Anthony Walker was the leading tackle, and John Johnson was the leading DB for them. Nick Chubb, 14 games, had 8 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards. Ernest Johnson also chipped in 17 games, played all 17 games. He had 534 yards, 3 touchdowns, and also Kareem Hunt chipped in 5 touchdowns as well. 8 games Kareem Hunt has played. He has 386 yards. The receiving position, Donovan Peoples-Jones was the leading receiver, 14 games, 3 yards away from 600-yard season, 597 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jarvis Landry left to go to the Saints. The one the Saints he left. He had 475 yards. For David Njoku, he had 4 touchdowns, and Austin Hooper also. Rashad Higgins is the leading way and was one of the leaders as well. So we're going to go to their schedule. We're going to go to their schedule after this, but we're going to go to their team, their defensive and offensive rankings. So they were terrible. They were terrible in the passing game. That is due to Baker Mayfield. We had a big debate last night, and this argues some of Zion's debate as well. They were terrible in the passing game. They were ranked 27th in the pass, 195 yards per game. So they were ranked 27 in passing yards. That's real. That's 20. That's almost dead last in the NFL, but that's 32 teams in the NFL. So that is fit. That's not really good. 27th in pass, 4th in rushing. So that is a run heavy offense as well. Like my boy Logan and Flacco was saying, like, hey, they're a run first team, and this Negavit they valid against Baker Mayfield. They're a run first team. Baker basically saying Baker Mayfield is the game manager basically, and he 145.4 yards, 4th in the NFL in rushing. So they will, everybody knew their bread and butter was running the football. Points per game, 20th in the NFL, 20.5 points per game was not good at all. Could not put points on the board at all. Defense. Really? Was their defense really that good? 19th in the NFL, top of 19th in the NFL. Average defense wasn't great, wasn't good at all. Wasn't great, wasn't good at all. Average defense. So let's get right into the team schedule. Those are their defense statistics. And in case anyone want to start debating, the Browns defense is not that good, or the Browns, Baker Mayfield sucks. Baker Mayfield is average. He's a game manager. Well, 195 yards a game for the team. Yes, and most of that is quarterback. Most of that is quarterback Baker Mayfield and quarterback Case Keenum as well. So they were 27th in the league in passing. Defense wasn't great. It was 19th in the NFL. So the defense wasn't really that great. That defense wasn't really that good. They couldn't put points on the board. The only thing they could really do was run the football. That was it, pretty much. But let's get right into the schedule, hitting out here or there. Week 1 against the Carolina Panthers with Baker Mayfield. I think I'm gonna give Cleveland a win right here at Carolina. Although this could be a tough game for them to win as well, but I'm gonna give them a win right here. I think they're just they're a lot talented than Carolina. But I think, like I say, don't be shocked if you see Carolina get this W as well right here. So I'm going with them. The Cleveland Browns 1-0 over Carolina. I think that the Jets. I got them a loss right here. I think that the Jets will beat them. I think the Jets will beat them. I think the Jets are going to improve, but not by much this year. But I think the Jets, I'm going to give them a win. I'm going to give them a loss against the New York Jets at New York. At home. This is at home, too. So, hey, Deshaun Watson makes a big difference when he's playing. Now, they play Pittsburgh at home. I got them splitting against Pittsburgh, but I got them winning this game. I got them winning this game. So at this point, they're 2-1. Again, at Atlanta, I got Cleveland. I got Cleveland. 3-1. So versus the Chargers, I got a loss. I got a loss. So they're 3-2. The Patriots, I got a loss. They're 3-3. At Baltimore, loss. I think they're gonna split. I think they're actually gonna split with Baltimore. So this is a loss right here because they're at Baltimore. So they're 3-4. Versus Cincinnati, I think they're losing it. I think like I say, I think they're gonna I think it's a possibility they can split with Cincinnati, but I'm gonna give Cincinnati, I'm gonna give them a loss. I'm gonna give them a loss. I don't care what it's, I'm gonna give them a loss. At Cincinnati, I think Joe Burrow, this is gonna be Joe Burrow first win. I think this is gonna be first well at home, so I'm gonna give them a loss. So I think they're 3-5 at this point. Let me see. Pick the win against Carolina, pick the loss against New York. I picked the win against Pittsburgh. So now they were now 2-1 coming into this. 3-1 against the Falcons. Both Patriots and Chargers losses, so that's 3-3. Baltimore lost, that's 3. Yup. Okay, so now they're 3-5. So against what week we on? So against the Miami Dolphins, that's a loss. Against the Bills, that's a loss. So they're 3-7. They're 3-7. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're at the 10th game. I'm going to assume that Deshaun Watson will be back at this time if he's not out for a whole season. So I'm going to go by, these are the games. They're 3-7 playing Tampa Bay. These are the games that I think if Deshaun Watson are playing, how they're going to do. So Tampa Bay, I don't think it will matter. I think they're still losing against Tampa Bay, whether if it's at home or at Cleveland. At Cleveland or at Tampa Bay, they're losing that game. They're 3-8. They're 3-8. They're 3-8. My Houston Texans, I got them winning that game. Gives Deshaun Watson a full week to get ready, full week of practice against my Texans. Depending on how the Texans are doing at this point, I got them a win. Right here. So they're 4-8. Right here, I got against the Bengals, I got a loss at Cincinnati. Not buying it. I think even though Baker Mayfield's 2-0, but this is Deshaun Watson still. But I still think Cincinnati will beat them. So now they're 4-8. They're 4-9. At Baltimore, at home, I got them a split. So this is 5. Versus the Saints at home versus the Saints, I think that I'm gonna give them a win, but I think the Saints can beat these guys also. So, but I'm gonna give them a win. So they're 6-9 at this point. At Washington, that's a loss. I'm gonna give them a loss. It just depends on Washington at. So they're 6-10. And at Pittsburgh, that's a split. So I got 6-11. So overall, I got 6-11. Most of those with Baker Mayfield is out. I think they could be better. Than 6-11. I think they can be 8. They can be 8-9, 7-10. But like I say, man, with a disgruntled Baker Mayfield, some of you guys in the comment section, boy, you are crazy. They're not going 6-11. They're not that bad of a team. But again, I value the quarterback situation very high, man. You gotta just have that guy, Deshaun Watson. This schedule is not an easy schedule, man. You got to realize this schedule is not an easy schedule. I can see them only winning 6 games and take a huge nosedive in this division. I can see them taking a huge nosedive. I think they can still beat the Commanders. I'm not afraid. One thing, Dante not afraid. I'm not afraid of being wrong. I know they got the running game, but I still think it's some teams on here that's definitely gonna beat them a lot. And I just feel like with Deshaun Watson a full season, I don't believe they lose some of these games. I believe if Deshaun Watson wasn't suspended, didn't put himself in a situation where he got suspended, they would definitely have more wins. They would have at least 9 or 10 wins for the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson is definitely another 4 wins for a better Cleveland team, even with Amari Cooper. So they can look up and win some of these games, man. No, don't get me wrong. So like I say, I'm going to go 6-11. I'm not backing on my pick. If you disagree with me, that's fine. I don't really care. But this is what I got. Like I say, I value the quarterback situation with the right quarterback in any system, with the right pieces. I'm telling you, it can happen. But I got 6 wins with a disgruntled Baker Mayfield. not wanting to be there. And I still think something may happen with Baker Mayfield in the offseason, knowing they probably won't trade him because of Deshaun Watson. They probably know that Deshaun Watson may end up getting suspended, so they're going to probably hold on to him and keep him. But Baker Mayfield know in his mind they want to trade him so bad. They want to get him up out of there so bad. So, again, I got 6-11. I think the schedule is tough. Outside of Atlanta, you can go 3-1, but outside of Atlanta and all the way down, you can easily lose. You can easily have a bad season for Cleveland. So comment, like, subscribe. What you guys' thoughts on this 6-11 season that I got the Cleveland Browns having. So thank you guys. Much love. I'm out of here, coach.